Thank you very much for clicking on my video. I am the Ready Raccoon, and this is going to be a basic overview of the Natrix 7007CF folding knife by Kershaw. Now this video is going to be divided into 9 short parts. I will notate each individual part in the description box below, along with the different times these parts will begin at, so that if you're pressed for time or you're only interested in one specific part, you can click ahead to that part and watch the video from there. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy my video, and let's kick this thing off with part 1. MSRP for this knife is $69.99. However, I purchased this knife for $42.95 with an additional $2.99 for shipping and handling from BLADE..com. These are the prices as of the year 2018. So as long as you're paying something within that price range, you're doing good. If you're watching this video at any other time other than 2018, check your current listings for current pricing. So when you receive your Natrix 7007CF, it's going to come in the standard Kershaw red box. There's going to be a label here on the side, Natrix CF, standing for carbon fiber 7007, and once again the CF designation. Included in the inside is going to be the Kershaw folding knife information pamphlet. This is the same pamphlet that comes in most of their folding knife boxes. And then of course the pocket knife itself. Out of the box sharpness I found to be very impressive. Now, one thing I like to do with my knives fresh out of the box is do what I call a quality control inspection. Simply put is I look over the knife for any defects that I feel should not be there, considering the knife is brand new out of the box and never previously used. So in reference to that, during my inspection I didn't find any quality control issues with this knife at all. The fit and finish is amazing. It seems like all the pieces were properly tightened and screwed down. No scratches or anything from being machined improperly. It's just a beautiful knife right out of the box, and the quality control department at Kershaw seems to be doing a very good job. Okay, so the metal used for the blade is going to be 8CR13 MOV steel. Now that is an awesome steel, especially for a pocket knife, because it holds a good edge, it's easy to sharpen. The blade length is going to be 3.25 inches. The blade shape is going to be a Warncliffe style with a drop point. Blade thickness is going to be 0.11 inches. We're going to have a high flat grind. The heat treating on this knife, now I actually had to contact Kershaw for this information as they didn't have it listed on their website, but the heat treating is going to be 55 through 57 on the Rockwell scale. The blade coating is going to be a titanium carbonitrate coating. There's going to be a few markings on the blade to include the word Kershaw written right here below the thumb groove, the 7007CF designation, the company name KAI, the steel type, which is 8CR13 MOV, and right there at the very bottom the word China. Blade centering is going to be what I would consider excellent, riding right between the two scales. Where the blade meets the handle, you have some very generous and effective jimping. Now, as far as deployment goes, this is going to be a manual flipper. It is not an automatic, and it is not opening assisted. When it comes to opening the knife, you're going to place your finger here on the flipper and apply just a little bit of pressure, and that blade is going to deploy. If you're an old school gentleman and refuse to use a flipper for whatever reason and want to open the knife with 2 hands, there is what you could almost consider to be a thumb groove running the length of the blade that will allow your thumb some purchase to open it two-handed, if that's how you choose to open your knife. However, the primary method in which you should be deploying this knife is with the provided flipper. There is even a generous amount of jimping there to provide good purchase for your finger and allow that easy deployment to take effect. Now, when the blade deploys, it's going to be pivoting on KVT ball bearings. That's going to make for a very smooth and effortless deployment. When the blade is in the locked open position, it will be held locked using a subframe locking mechanism. It is a very solid lockup. I have no wiggle or side play whatsoever. Now, I'm not sure how well the camera is able to pick this up, but the subframe is hitting at about the 40% mark. Considering the fact that this is a full-side subframe lock, there are no internal liners and there's also no secondary safety. Special features for this locking system is that there's going to be actually a hole here in the subframe lock. It's going to help save on some weight. The handle material is going to actually be a mixture of 3D machined G10 with a carbon fiber overlay, and man does it make for an attractive package. Handle length is going to be 4.25 inches. Handle thickness is going to be 0.41 inches. Hand texture and jimping is going to be a smooth carbon fiber mixed with textured G10. Now, there is no provided jimping anywhere on this handle. The only jimping you're going to have is the jimping mentioned earlier on the blade. Your back spacer is going to be made up of glass reinforced nylon. As far as special features on the handle go, I'm going to say what you got is two things. You got that decorative pivot right there and just an overall attractive color scheme mixed with that carbon fiber. The pocket clip is going to be a spring pocket clip with a loop over design. I do not know for sure, but I'm suspecting that the coating on there is going to be the same titanium carbonitride coating that you find on the blade. I haven't verified that, but even if it isn't, it's durable nonetheless. The pocket clip length is going to be 1.5 inches. It is going to be a tip up only carry. However, as you can see with the two holes drilled into the other side, that it is reversible. So if you're left or right-handed, you should be able to swap that pocket clip over to the other side and continue to rock on. With that loop over design, you are going to be able to achieve deep carry. The retention level for this clip is excellent. It slips into the pocket easily, and when you pull it out, it gives just enough resistance to let you know that it is a secure pocket clip and you will not easily lose your knife, but not so much resistant that you are fighting your clothing to deploy it. Special features is there is going to be a hole right there in the center of the pocket clip that allows you access to the screws so that you can flip it to the other side. You're also going to have a very generous pocket clip flare that should be able to bypass thicker pockets. Overall weight for this knife is 2.9 ounces or 82.9 grams. As far as hot spots go, when I was using this knife, I didn't experience any, regardless of what angle I was using to perform the cutting task. Now, when it comes to grip, I'm going to go ahead and say it is excellent. Your hand just naturally wants to hold this knife. The G10 and the carbon fiber work perfectly together. Carbon fiber is a very smooth, non-grippy surface, so a lot of times it doesn't make the best handle. However, mixed with this G10, the dangers commonly associated with a slick handle are eliminated. Your fingers are not going to budge at all. There's a natural curvature here in the handle, which kind of works its way down to your pinky. The flipper works as a hand guard, and the jimping is perfectly positioned to meet with your thumb. These things working together make for a positive, solid grip. There is no way when working that my fingers are going to slip from the handle onto the blade where I could hurt myself. It is absolutely a pleasure to hold, and this generous flare right here on the pocket clip. It just naturally lands between this finger and this finger and does not create a hot spot at all. In fact, it almost increases the effectiveness of my grip. I'm very happy with this grip. I wear medium-sized gloves, so your mileage may vary. Part 8, Knife Performance. Based on the overall Natrix design, I feel this blade is most effective as a light to medium duty, everyday carry utility knife. Because of this, I deliberately avoided unrealistic and over abusive testing. I instead focused on common everyday scenarios the average person is most likely to encounter on a typical day. Opening your mail to include packages, breaking down cardboard, cutting paracord, cutting zip ties, even slicing into a piece of fruit. The Natrix was able to perform all of these tasks with excellent edge retention. In fact, I have been EDCing my Natrix for over a month now, and I am still using the same factory edge. I've yet to feel the need to resharpen my blade because the edge retention is just that good. Now, I do want to throw a disclaimer out there. Your experience may vary depending on how hard you use your pocket knives. Again, I said this is a light to medium duty folder, not a medium to heavy duty folder. I'm not saying the Natrix can't handle hard work, but I am recommending you buy something more rugged if you require that medium to heavy duty EDC. But if you're the kind of person that's for the most part going to stick to light and medium duty tasks, the Natrix 7007CF should not fail you. The Natrix 7007CF by Kershaw is without a doubt one of my favorite folding knives. The G10 handles with the carbon fiber overlay and that durable titanium carbonitrate coating make this knife incredibly attractive and impressive to show off. I am very happy to have it as part of my collection, and I hope this video has given you the information you need to craft your own personal opinion on this folding knife. I hope you have enjoyed my video, and if you have, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel for upcoming overviews. I am the Ready Raccoon, and thank you very much for watching.